We're going to start things off with Indiana. Some controversy out of Indiana.
Lots of controversy in the last week out of Indiana. This, right here on my touchscreen, is the front page of the Indianapolis Star this morning saying, "Fix this now." What are they referring to? They're referring to the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. It was signed into law last Thursday by the governor of the state of Indiana, Mike Pence. And the law basically says that businesses, individuals can refuse to serve people based on their sexual orientation, based on their religious beliefs. Now, in theory, and proponents of the bill, when this bill was being put through, proponents of the bill were claiming that they would be allowed to do that. That was part of the reason why proponents were backing this bill, is because people with certain religious beliefs could claim that they didn't feel like they're obligated to serve certain people based on their sexual orientation. Now, since this bill has passed, sort of a bit of an about-face by the governor of Indiana saying, no, that's not what we meant. But when you look at the law, that's exactly what it means. So obviously the furor has gone to online. The editorial, the front page editorial, by the way, the front page of the Star is this image plus an editorial and a call to arms to do a hashtag here. The hashtag is We Are Indiana. There it is, right there at the bottom. So you can see that taking off this morning, people posting using that hashtag. And pretty much everyone that matters in this has been posting online. This is the mayor of Indianapolis, who is also a Republican, right? So the governor of Indiana, Republican, the mayor also Republican, but he's very against this, saying Indianapolis will not be defined by this. And also a lot of other people chiming in online. This is Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. And if you want any example of how Tim Cook is different from Steve Jobs would never do anything like this, but Tim Cook very much going online, posting this message around the world. We strive to treat every customer the same, regardless of where they come from and how they worship or who they love. Also, this editorial that he penned for the Washington Post a couple of days later, and music community as well. Wilco, great band. If you don't know Wilco, go on a road trip, listen to them. They've canceled their show. They tweeted this very clear message: we're canceling our 5/7 show in Indianapolis. Indiana Religious Freedom Restoration Act feels like thinly disguised legal discrimination.
I wouldn't say thinly. There's nothing thinly disguised about this. But it's discrimination.
When you listen to politicians in Indiana who are for this, I mean, the sort of back-talking and sort of talking in circles to get out of it is pretty humorous. But we'll see what happens. One thing that is clear, the business community around the U.S. is even stopping travel to Indiana because of this. So I don't think this law has much of a life left to it if business matters and if the economy matters. From there, let's talk a little bit more business, talk about music. Yesterday, new music service launched by Jay-Z called Tidal. He bought this company in January for $56 million. He came along together with Rihanna, Kanye, Daft Punk, people from Arcade Fire. I mean, everyone. Service is pretty pricey, $20 a month for their premium tier, $10 a month for their regular tier. It remains to be seen if they compete with the likes of Spotify. Spotify had a crazy day yesterday, launching on the PlayStation. This is how crazy the music business is. Even Sony can't compete in it. Sony took off their music service from PlayStation and replaced it with Spotify yesterday. Also, Rogers announced that Fido customers will get access to Spotify Premium included in many plans. So Spotify really taking over. Should note that Fido is owned by Rogers, who owns this network.
So free for Fido customers.
For Fido customers,
Huge
yes.
news.
Great
Huge news.
And a service that costs $10 a month generally, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.